Around 100 years earlier, another female British author was at work. In the city of Bath, in the southwest of England, there's a museum about one of England's most well-known writers of the early 19th century, Jane Austen, the author of Pride and Prejudice. Austen wrote about this city in her novels, and it's a favourite location for film and television adaptations of her work. But Austen only lived in Bath for a short time. She wrote most of her famous novels in the peace and quiet of the English countryside. This is Chawton, a 17th century country house where Jane Austen lived with her mother and sister Cassandra from 1809 until just before her death in 1817. Today the house is a museum that has been open to the public since 1949. The Austen family weren't very wealthy, and they didn't have a great estate. Jane's own home isn't as large or as beautiful as the homes of the characters in her novels, like Mr. Darcy. But the house is quite comfortable, pretty and light, and there's a beautiful garden. Visitors today can see many of Jane's possessions, including the desk where she completed her 6 novels. Jane Austen didn't become a famous writer in her own lifetime. Her own name did not even appear on her work until after her death. She wrote as a lady, but slowly she has become one of the most read female novelists in the world. Since the early 20th century, there have been many famous film and television adaptations of her novels. The first famous film of Pride and Prejudice was made in 1940. In recent years, there have been many adaptations of her work, as well as films about her life. Keira Knightley played Elizabeth Bennet in Pride and Prejudice, and Anne Hathaway played Jane Austen herself in a film about her life, Becoming Jane. And still today, fans come to this quiet and gentle part of the English countryside to learn more about her life and work.